Hello. So we have been learning about the external parts of vertebrates, and we continue that learning today with the external parts of the turtle. Wonderful animal, one of my favorites. The turtle is a reptile, and the turtle can live on land or in water, which may make you kind of wonder, well, why wouldn't it be considered an amphibian? Because amphibians can live in both land and water. Very good question. But first, I thought it would be nice if we could just observe a turtle on land and a turtle in water, a sea turtle. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So here we go. Here are some land turtles. Usually see those kind of turtles at the zoo. Those big guys. Those legs pulling them forward. And you can kind of see here like how the body is attached to the shell. It's not like a hermit crab where their body is independent of the shell and they can like theoretically move in and out of the shell. The shell is part of their body. So that was kind of a short video. I just wanted to see some land turtles here. There's another guy. And we notice like that shell has these horny plates here. This guy's walking along. They move pretty slowly, but they're pretty sturdy animals. All right, well, let's check them out in water. Oh, hold on. Gotta stop this playing. I want to turn on the sound for this because it's nice, soothing music. We might as well listen to it. Da, da, da. So here's a sea turtle on land. You notice too that sea turtles are usually more colorful than land turtles a lot of times. Gracefully swimming. You notice how their legs look different. These look more like flippers, right? Easier for gliding in the water. Kind of gliding along slowly and smoothly. It's nice and relaxing. So we kind of start to see these different parts there. Talked about the top of the shell, and the bottom of the shell. So let's get more specific and talk about those external parts of the reptile. Oh, but I did want to tell you about the main differences of why the turtle isn't considered an amphibian. And that's mainly because turtles breathe with lungs, where amphibians have gills during the larval stage, and then they have lungs during their adult stage. So there's a period of time when amphibians have gills, and reptiles don't ever breathe with gills. They always breathe with lungs. Their skin is different. The reptiles have the dry, scaly skin, where amphibians have smooth skin. And then some adult or the adult amphibians, like they use their skin as like a second respiratory organ. They can breathe and they can even drink through their skin. If you've ever like put water on a toad, they kind of absorb that. So another difference, the reptiles they both lay eggs. Reptiles and amphibians both lay eggs, but reptiles will lay those eggs on land, and the eggs have a shell, like a chicken egg, has a shell. But amphibians, they typically lay their eggs in water, and their eggs don't have a shell. It's kind of this like gelatinous jelly. So those are some main differences. Reptiles, we not only have turtles, but snakes and lizards and crocodiles, alligators are all reptiles. Amphibians, though, those are our frogs and our toads, newts and salamanders. And like I said earlier, they have their larval stage is typically in the water, and then they develop when they're in their larval stage, they have gills. So just in case you wanted to know, because I wondered that myself. I was like, wait a minute, if a turtle can live in land or water, why wouldn't they be considered an amphibian? Well, that's why. So now that we've kind of covered that, our wonderings, let's get specifically, oh, hold on. That's not what I want. Talking about the turtle. Okay. Here we go. So we have the turtle. And we said how the turtle can live on land or in the water, and it is a reptile. It has a shell. It breathes with lungs. It is cold-blooded. That means that it cannot regulate its body temperature. It is cold-blooded, and it lays eggs with a hard shell, different than our amphibian friends. So there's some facts and information about the turtle. You can just stick over here. And so let's talk more specifically about the parts of the turtle. We have the head. I like red to do these lessons with. So here's our head. And I could color all that in. It'll be colored in on your Padlet. So the head includes the eyes, the beak, and it is attached to the body by a neck. The neck can pull the head into the shell. So that's important to remember. We know that about turtles. It's kind of like they can get scared and they pull their head in to their shell for protection. If a predator is near, it's a very effective way for it to protect itself. Pulls its head in. Now, like the bird, this is also called, its mouth is also called the beak. The beak is this little, right here, we kind of see this ridge. And so the turtle has this kind of like little ridge so it can like tear, and I should have shown you guys a video of turtles eating. It's kind of fun. But yeah, it has this sharp little beak to tear its food. So the beak has a sharp ridge to help tear food. And turtles are herbivores. They eat plants. So their food are plants, and vegetables. Okay, the next part we're going to talk about is the carapace, which is the top part of the shell. So this whole top part of the shell here is the carapace. I'm going to kind of color that in, this whole part. And it's covered also, I'm colored over it, but you can see here, it has these plates. A lot of times they're spiny and have ridges, these spiny plates to help protect the turtle. So we'll write that the carapace is the top part of the shell that has horny plates which protect the turtle. So that is the carapace. Put that over here. The carapace. The other part of the shell is the plastron, and that is the under part of the shell, also used for protection. So most of its body is a protective shell, and it can pull in its head and its tail and its legs, if you've ever seen, just like for the most part, to help protect itself. So the plastron is the under part of the shell used for protection. And then the turtle has legs. And if you notice here, so I'm kind of just coloring, here's the legs, so you can see that. And its legs have claws. So, what happened? Sorry. Okay. So the legs they're short and scaly. They have webbed feet with claws. Put that over here. So that little webbed, can't really, I mean, like my fingers aren't, but it's kind of, I like it. So that webbed, yeah, we'll just move on. And then finally the tail. So the tail is in between the two parts of the shell. And I'm sorry, I keep hitting that. What is going on? Okay. The tail, like I said, is between the two parts of the shell. And just like its head, it can pull it into the shell. And the turtle can pull the tail into the shell. Almost rhymes. The tail. And finally, the last part we're going to talk about is the bridge. So the bridge is right here between. It's like the side of the shell, and it connects the carapace to the plastron. It connects the top part of the shell to the bottom part of the shell. oops, to the plastron. There you go. And that's it. Those are external parts of the turtle. Um, so you will have a Padlet that looks like this. I'm not quite finished. I'm going to put some videos up here. But you can always, of course, make a booklet. And there'll be several other work options for you to choose from. But yep, here's our external parts of the turtle that we just talked about. So enjoy exploring the Padlet and all the videos on turtles and reptiles, and we'll see you later.